Hello and welcome to Victory Lap Part 2, Toribash Mod Spotlight. Okay, so, ground rules. The show's bi-weekly. Wait, does that mean twice a week? Or does that mean every other week?
Oh, dude, every fortnightly.
Fortnightly. Because we weren't really even planning on making more of these, but we're gonna, because we love you guys.
Yay!
But we also are dramatically running out of mods and also running out of things to say while talking over these mods.
Mm-hmm.
We've also already filmed 4 to 5 of the following mods.
Yeah.
And we scrapped each video because the commentary was...
Donald Trump.
It was Donald Trump. It was the Donald Trump of commentary. The AT&T of people. A pizza burn on the roof of the world's mouth. The Batman of commentaries. The opposite of Batman. Shit.
So close to a reference.
Close.
And then it just fell into an obscure line of words.
So I'm adding a rule, Cam.
Okay.
Upbeat. Positive topics, because it's alright for us to drift a little bit while I'm doing parkour, that's fine.
Okay.
But I'm also going to talk you through my plan while I'm doing it and before I do it. So here's my plan, Cam.
Okay.
This mod, by the way, is not 01, don't worry about that. Crag.tbm. Sounded really American then. No, I didn't. Craig, that's American. Craig is, how it's said. So my plan here is to flip, as I do, and go on the outside of this to just essentially climb the railings. If I get to the wall... I believe I can only grab those two things.
Okay, is the glass grabbable?
I think so. You know what? I can find that out pretty quickly. Let's figure it out.
All right.
Figure it out together.
So you want to climb the glass, get up to the wall, climb the pipes,
and then stop the video because we'll have been going for 50 minutes.
Yeah, probably. Bish bosh bash.
Yeah. Bing bang boom. What, Cameron Morris, has been going on in your life?
Jesus. Okay. Well, I mean, I have free range to talk about some of the things I talked about in the last time we did this map, I guess.
Yeah, just as long as they're happy and not completely sad and depressing and no one would want to listen to it.
Yeah. It takes two to tango when it comes to depressing topics.
Yeah,
though.
but we took it in turns. That was the thing. It was like 1 week I was upbeat and you weren't.
Yeah.
And then...
Well, I've been having a good...
yes, I can grab the glass. By the way, I forgot what I was doing
fair
here.
enough. Yeah, I've been having a pretty good life so far.
I'm engaged, you know.
Yeah, I moved in with my fiance. I guess she moved in with me.
Well, technically, you both moved in with each other because you not to at the risk of bragging about your fucking life, you built a second house in your house.
Build is a strong word.
A strong but very accurate word.
Well, we didn't build anything. There were no bricks laid.
Right. I've been in your house a few times now, right? Like, enough to say that I vaguely know your house.
Okay.
Like,
my parents' house you're talking about now.
Yeah. You know, what would you say, 10 times?
More than 10 times, but yeah, 10 times is a good number.
Way more than 10 times. Like, probably I don't know,
a
lot.
Right, fucking braggy.
Ah, I've
been in your house more than you've been in your house.
I love your house. I don't think this plan's going to work.
Yeah.
Why does it keep going down here?
I don't know. I did this in last
Jeff!
time. Oh,
What are you doing, buddy? Oh,
jeez. What's going on with the gravity there?
It's like fucking Interstellar.
Yeah, man. There's
All right.
a green dot as well.
Yeah, I think that's like copy-paste for stuff. I don't know.
All right, then.
All right, let's try that again. Maybe I should try actually going under and see if I can get to the wall. All right, I'm going for that. So there was a door, Cam, in your house.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone who's been there, to the left of his toilet.
Yes. You might have seen it on your many journeys around my house, audience.
Yeah. That I just assumed was a cupboard.
Yeah.
Because, you had a billion rooms in your house already. So it was a cupboard or like a boiler room or something non-functional, considering I never saw that door open.
Yeah.
Turns out there's like a second house behind that door.
2 rooms.
2 rooms! 2 full-sized rooms!
They were behind that door was what used to be my dad's gym. And
You had a gym!
Well, not anymore. It's my house. My dad used to have a gym in there, like a little personal gym. And beyond that was his tool room, which Jen and I have converted into
your tool room.
The gym is kind of like a living room /
I need to
kitchen.
get rid of Jeff.
Because it's where we eat food. It's like a dining room, but also it's where we just kind of hang out. And then beyond that is a little bit of a kitchen.
Yeah, kitchen. So you built a second house. You have a second kitchen. You have a personal kitchen.
Yeah, but again, maybe I'm just being pedantic, but like built implies like we put bricks down and like structure was made and walls were built.
How do I...
Doors were put in.
People get on at me for not being able to run, so I'm going to try and run.
Okay.
See if I can... I'm trying to vaguely remember what I did in the tutorial.
Maybe take your time. Like walk, maybe.
Well, we have to walk before we can run.
Very true. But yeah, and then also there's another room in the house where we use as a bedroom. It's been good.
Cam, don't get me wrong, right? I'm judging you because I'm jealous as fuck. But, like,
Okay.
it just... Are you upper class, my friend? Are you?
I honestly don't know. Like, what counts as... Because, like...
I'll tell you what counts. Building a second house in your first house. That's...
I still disagree with that statement, but okay. I don't think we built anything. We built furniture.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
I think that... I mean, my parents, they do all right.
People are going to hate me for this.
What?
Look at this. This isn't running.
It's good enough.
And
Mash those frames, my friend. Mash them. Look at John's face. He's willing you to go.
that is a different John at this point.
Yeah.
That is like that doesn't even look like him anymore. What
Uh,
happened to his hair?
yeah, he kind of had like Superman hair going on in college,
Yeah.
didn't
All right. Anyway,
he? Yeah, I just, I think my parents are good. You know, they're well off.
my parents are good.
Yeah, but money wise, they're well. But like, we don't act above
Well, no.
class. Like, what counts as class? Is it just money? Is that
I
literally
think
it?
like
Because I thought where you live comes into it as well.
well like that's the thing, isn't it? Is class a wow? Can't believe we're done with this. Is class a society thing or a wealth thing?
Yeah, or is
Yeah.
it whether I'm a paladin or a warrior mage? You know, I just don't know.
I would say you're a bard. You're a very unskilled bard.
Dude, I rock at the bass. As Paul Rudd says in I Love You, Man, I slap at the bass.
Is that Paul Rudd?
What?
Is that where that comes from?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Paul Rudd in I Love You, Man. He's like, I slap at the bass.
Is that seriously where that comes from? That's not a reference to someone else.
Well, I mean, people do slap bass.
Yeah, I know that. I mean,
But when he says, I slap at the bass, that's the first place I heard it
oh
from.
wow. I always just assumed that was like a thing just everyone says.
I mean,
I mean, it is, but you know what I mean.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So, wait, was that? I feel like... Oh, okay. Like, because of the way the blood was falling, right? It looked like the very top of my logo. Or our logo.
oh, okay.
It was
Fair
really
enough.
strange. By the way, I failed at running, in case you can't tell.
I mean, you got under it,
Sort of.
so now the plan is to get onto that wall somehow.
Yeah, I can get there.
I reckon you just play this out and see what happens.
No. You're a madman, Cam.
Because it just kind of got to fall into the right position here.
What's your favorite thing about living with your fiance?
Honestly, it's just nice to, like, go back to someone every day, you know?
Wow.
Like,
Say it in a way that makes everyone else feel like shit.
no, I'm not. I don't know how else I would say. You always say this. You always think that just because I like things and say that I like things, even when you coaxed me into saying them, it's always like, oh, well, you make me feel like it. It's just like
It's like, what's your thing about living with your
Yeah.
fiance? Well, I like seeing her. Show off!
the thing is that we lived apart for 3 years because she went to uni in Southampton and I stayed in Wales. So for a while our relationship was long distance, and even when she did come home, she lived in her parents' house. So we were really close. We'd see each other every day, but like, you know, we'd still live apart. It's just nice to be like, okay, well, 5 o'clock every day, I get in, she gets in, we make food together, we eat food together, and then we watch, like, I don't know, whatever it is. Like tonight we're gonna watch Supergirl. I'm super excited for that. Not because Supergirl's a good show, because it's not, but it's nice to watch it with, you know, someone in the house that it's just that feeling as well, you know, that feeling of like, oh, you coming to bed? No, I'm still gonna stay up for a little bit. Okay. You know, I'm not trying to make people jealous. It's hot.
Well, it's working, all right? I hate your happiness.
Well, it would be working if you weren't jealous.
Oh, it's not working.
Um,
No, that sounds really nice. I'm really
Oh,
happy
yeah.
for you guys.
I don't know why you asked the question. Do you want to be angry?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Yeah, what I wanted that story to go, right? This is how I wanted that story to go. I come home, I see Jen, and then she turns around and goes, and I know a girl Jack can be with. That's what I wanted that story to go. It never goes like that. No story ever goes like that.
No.
I'm sick of this shit.
No, Jen has never been the type of person to be like, oh, I'll hook your friend up with.
I don't know anyone like that. It fucking sucks.
I think it's just like invented
no.
by Hollywood.
Let me tell you who was like that, right? Fucking ex-girlfriend. I have a lot to say about that girl, but she could hook people up. That was the one thing.
I got you.
I fucking wish I knew more people like that.
I mean, yeah, like I it's weird because, you know, we're at an age where a lot of people are either in relationships or they've decided they don't want to be. You know?
No, we're not. How old do you think we are?
Well, that's just my circle of friends. And maybe I was being hyperbolic when I said our age, but like the place I am in life, like the friends I have, everyone is either in relationships or they're just like, I'm excluding you, of course, where you definitely want to be in a relationship.
Well, I mean, I've said this a million times. I want 80% of one.
Okay.
It's gone up. It was 60.
Oh, fair
I'm
enough.
willing to compromise.
That's good. It's good to compromise, you know.
Fuck me, I cannot make this work.
When you're in 80% of a relationship, it's good to compromise.
When I'm making the demands, it's, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should start again. I think this is a failed attempt.
You really?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking stupid camera.
I think the thing to do
I didn't
here,
mean to hit E there, but I just ruined it.
dude, I really do think the thing to do here was the first strategy you tried, where you climb up the glass and then maybe try just taking your time on the glass, because you kind of fucked it when you like jumped away from the glass.
It's hard though.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not hard. I think that's the most likely solution.
I don't know if I agree with what you just said about. I think a lot of people our age specifically, that age being early 20s.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
Like I think most people are just indifferent. I think you don't. It's really like in your 30s, maybe even your 40s, do you start to be like, well, I need a relationship now, or I don't care about one.
Yeah, it's just I think it can be
Like
odd.
I'm being hyperbolic. I really don't care that much.
Because there's a lot of people I know who are just like...
I did a Twitch there that I think people would be able to like zoom in on. That's going to make it really suspicious. But it was because I was focusing on Toribash. I was like, I don't care about a relationship.
Ew, ew. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to think of like all the people in my life who are and aren't in relationships. There are a couple who are like looking for something, you know, whether it be a relationship or just
I mean,
sex.
I wouldn't say I'm not looking for. If we really want to get into this, I wouldn't say I'm not looking for something. It's just like the dates I've been on in the past couple of years have just been like, you know, I don't care. Like I really just do I have to?
It is
You
like
know?
in a world where you can swipe people, which I don't think is inherently a bad thing, but it does cause like when you meet up with people, you're like, well, if I'm not going to enjoy it, then why do it?
I like Tinder. I do. I think it really cuts quite a lot of the bullshit of meeting people.
Yeah.
I think it's a net good thing, and it's good for self-esteem as well. It genuinely is good for self-esteem,
Yeah.
because you realize through Tinder that there is a type out there. You are someone's type, you know? And I like that. I like that a lot. But I think the downside to things like Tinder and like, I don't know, I think I've heard it called like on-demand dating, is that it sort of like, to some people, it hasn't really done it to me yet, but I'm a bit worried it might. It like ruins your standards. It like makes you real critical of people. Like I know a friend, I won't name him, but like he's a real nice guy, and in person he's like, you know, sees the beauty and everything and shit like that. But I've seen him go through Tinder, and it's like one weird eye, hair's a bit of a mess, don't like her dress, and it's like
It's weird.
You know, yeah, all right, it's a bit of fun. Tinder's not a serious thing, but like, aren't you there to meet and talk to people? What's the point?
I asked you this question a while ago, and you said no.
Yeah, I guess so. It's weird like that, right? Like, yeah, you're supposed to be there for that, but
The thing about Tinder that I think could be good is like initially I thought it was just to have sex, which I was like, that's a good idea to have like an app where everyone on it is on the same level field.
I
But
think it'd be
feel-
great to have that app. I don't think Tinder's that app anymore,
Yeah,
you know?
that's what I'm saying. I think that like a lot of people, they have different perspectives on what Tinder is. So you could be talking to someone, you're thinking, oh, we both just want sex, and that person's like, oh, I'm just doing this, you know, for, you know.
I see people on there, and I mean, all right, whatever. Do you. I don't really care, but it pisses me off. And not pisses me off. That's completely wrong. Like I get confused when I see people in their Tinder description who's like, not looking for a relationship, just looking for a friend. It's like, well, you're not on the right app for that. You could just go on a chat room if you want a friend.
Yeah, there's
you know?
literally there's a website I think called Friend Finder.
Yeah, so I agree with it. I think an app like that, it should be called sex! ! You know, that's totally fine. I have no problem with anonymous one night stand. I have no problem with that as long as everyone understands what it is.
Yeah.
You know? So I think an app like that could be cool. But no, Tinder's not that app anymore. I'm not sure if it ever was. I wasn't really on it when it first... I fought it for so long, and then I became the thing I hate.
Did you realize that it was just you being like
Me?
critical for the sake of being critical?
Yeah.
Well, everybody is critical.
I wish I could be critical for the sake of being critical.
Dude, I think you made more progress, but I don't think that's necessarily a good thing.
No, I think I'm going to get up to the second
If you
level
can get
there.
the first bit,
Yeah, I think I'm
that'd
going
be very
to.
impressive.
I mean, we'll run a bit longer on this because I actually think I'm doing all right. I'm doing better than I did the first time we recorded this.
Fair enough.
You know, so that's saying something.
I think that the thing about dating is we're in an age where there's so many things that we're like weirdly not cool with a lot of people that are now, like one night stands.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of people, especially our age, are coming around to being like, no, what the hell is wrong with a one night stand? Like, it's cool.
Again, as long as everyone knows what it is.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's
You don't want a
good.
one night stand where the other person thinks everyone's getting together.
Yeah.
That's bad. You don't want to do that. Don't do that. Bad Cameron. Stop it.
Whoa, what the fuck? I've been with one person for the entirety of my life.
Do you ever like to pretend it's a one night stand just to like get the experience?
Oh, you throw jokes like that. Like, I've always been like, I always tell Jen she's the second best sex I've ever had.
That's really funny.
There's only one other person. See, not even the right hand.
I didn't look at you for far too long doing that. And I was like, wait, who's he talking? Oh.
Yeah, so, I think that's good. Everyone's becoming more open to these different types of relationships, but also because it's the first kind of generation where it's happening on such a public forum like the internet, people are very undecided as to what the regulations are.
Yeah.
They're like, how do I say
made it.
one night stand with no strings attached without just saying one night stand, no strings attached? You fucking did it.
Yeah, I fucking did
You
it.
fucking did it, mate.
Have
I thought you were
sex
going
with
to
me.
fall. Okay. You're the third best sex I've ever had.
You don't know that.
Fucking yes, mate.
I'm actually.
We got more time than we...
Yeah, I think we went longer last time and made less progress. I mean, to be honest, right, I'm not going to because it can't be a 50-minute episode, but I think I could probably do it all using that technique.
Maybe.
Eventually. And I probably ran out of frames before I got there. But yeah, all right.
Hashtag live stream it.
Hashtag live stream it. Would you like to real quickly finish up any thoughts? Because I feel like leaving stuff hanging with these sorts of topics tends to make people infer stuff.
If you want something, whether it be a one-night stand, no strings attached, a one-night stand with coffee in the morning, yes, it might be awkward, but as coming from someone who's never had to do it, so I don't know why you're taking my advice, just say it.
And coming from someone who's had a one-night stand where the other person thought it was something more, establish that. Establish that way earlier. Before you even have a drink. Just say it. Say it. Say it.
It's better to be awkward than to be... I don't know.
It's better.
Whatever the other thing is.
Let me continue this quasi speaking from experience. It's better to be awkward than have to get a new phone. That's a joke. It's definitely a joke. Oh god. Yeah, look, I kind of like Tinder. I think it's like I said, it's a net good for the human race, but it's also done some bad as well.
It definitely isn't the CS:GO lotto of dating apps.
No. But it fails so good.
It fails so good. All right, that's it. Next fucking mod.
I love that was great because that was a complete mispronunciation that we turned into a bit. That was brilliant. All right, thank you very much for watching. The mod will be linked down below. I think it's a downloadable mod, so you'll have to get it from the Toribash forums to be able to play it. Hey, I started something on Toribash Replay Showcase, but the episode where I start, it won't be out, I don't think, by the time this one comes out. Every now and again, and maybe every video, I don't know, I'm going to throw out a little trivia question to get you guys chatting in the comments.
Do you have one? Because
I
I
do
have one. Oh, okay,
I think
fair
we're probably going to be a very similar one. You go.
Okay, I was going to ask, what is your opinion on sex outside of relationships? Like, do you think it's cool? Like one-night stands where there's never the pretense of we're now dating.
How about we go broader? Give us your opinions on the stuff we've talked about. Like, so Tinder, one-night stands, things like that. I'm interested. We're all interested in everyone's opinions.
Nobody shouted it. This goes for every question we'll ask in the future as well. Nobody shout to people if you disagree with them.
Keep it civil. It's not hard to police the comments, and I will. But, it should be fun. And I will be keeping an eye on the comments and jump into the interesting discussions as well. I'm Jack Morris.
I'm Cameron.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks for the next Mod Spotlight. Bye, guys.